Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to Good Talk with Robin Eve and Donnie Vapor.
Yours truly, ours truly.
We're back. We are so excited to be here. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday with us. We are broadcasting from Paradise Studios in Massapequa, New York, and thank you for supporting Strong Island Television. We've got a big show for you tonight.
We do, and this is episode 4?
Episode 4.
I can't believe how time is flying.
I know. Yeah, we start out and then, ta-da, now it's a month later.
Having so much fun. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. We really love how you guys have just been a part of all of this, and so we decided to give the first segment over to you guys, and our mailbox has been blowing up, which has been really, really fun, and we love becoming those people that get excited when we hear, you've got mail.
Okie dokie. I got some mail here, and questions. Let's see. From Emily in West Virginia.
Okay.
West Virginia. Sorry, I always want to sing when I hear that.
Mama,
take me home, country roads. I thought you only had one child.
Me?
But that's what she writes. But in episode 1, you talked about your adopted kids, too. How many kids do you have, and are they all musicians?
Oh, that's a good question.
Great question, Emily.
Okay, so biologically I have one. She is my favorite human. Her name is Sarah. And she's watching, and she's been amazing, so shout out to Sarah. Technically, I have one, but I kind of mom everybody, and I've adopted a lot of them, so I don't even think I could count. I'm thinking, let's see, we got Kayla, and we have Nick, and Julia, and Lucy. And,
oh, my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, so, but technically, one. But,
one biological child.
I am opening to adopting more.
Let's see. We have a couple more questions. That was a great question, Emily. This one's from Steven in New York.
Okay.
Alrighty, New York. Let's see.
And then I'm going to ask you one.
You are?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, I have
People
questions,
want to know
too.
stuff about me?
Yeah,
Scary.
they do.
All right, I'll tell. I'm an open book. All right, there's been an old microphone. There it is right there.
Oh.
Sitting on your desk every show. Is there some type of story about that? What's that about?
Yes, there is.
Show that off.
Oh, that's a cool question.
Love that mic.
Okay, so this is the microphone that has been sitting here, an EV mic. I can't tell you the year, but I can tell you that I love it. This was my father's. My father's name was Ralph D. Paul Jr., and you can look him up online if you want. He's on TV.com, and he's in the Broadcasting and Radio Hall of Fame, the museum in the city. But he was an announcer, and he was a radio and television personality. And my mom also hosted a children's radio show on WHPC, and that's the station my dad founded. So this is...
He also, if I'm not wrong, announced for the Ed Sullivan Show.
He did. So for those of you who remember The Sullivan Show, love The Sullivan Show, when you listen in the beginning and you hear the live from New York, Ed Sullivan.
Her daddy.
That's my dad.
Talk about following in the footsteps, right? Is that amazing?
Yeah.
I love that.
It should have been more natural, and it really wasn't. I think I came into this kicking and screaming, but I'm really happy to be here with you.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, too. So you have questions for me, huh?
I do, yeah.
Oh, I'm
that was
excited.
a great question. Thank you.
I have not seen this question.
Okay.
Let's see.
So this is from Jessica in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Jessica. So she writes, I love how excited you get when you talk about other musicians. Who were your influences growing up?
I just blew into the microphone. Did you hear that?
You did.
Wow. Don't do that. Who are my influences growing up?
Yeah.
So many.
And I agree that you get very excited when you talk about musicians, and that's pretty cool.
So many influences growing up. As far as professional musicians that are out there, I'm a huge fan of Elvis Costello.
Oh, yeah.
Huge Led Zeppelin fan. I like so many different things. Billy Joel, the Beatles, and then I've had the pleasure of having so many friends growing up on Long Island that are all musicians. So many are musicians.
Long Island is rich with talent. Rich.
Without a doubt. So there's just too many to mention, but that's just a couple.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to throw another one at you.
Go ahead.
And thank you guys. The point of this is to say thank you so much, because we are listening and we are reading, and we love that you're a part of it, and yet you wanted to do this with us.
And you took the time to email us, which is so cool.
We really love that. goodtalktvshow@gmail.com. So, from Nick in Connecticut, how many instruments do you play, and how many songs have you written?
Whoa.
Hold on, what time is it? Do we have to?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I play a little guitar, and I play a little drums, and bass, and I sing. That's pretty
that's
much
4.
that on the instrument side of it. Always wanted to learn the keyboard, working on that. That's
Okay.
going to happen
Cool.
eventually. How many songs have I written?
Could you
it's-
even guess?
I have no idea. I've been writing since I can remember, with friends and by myself, and a lot. A
lot.
whole lot. Sorry to be so vague.
No.
I've written a lot of tunes.
good.
I really can't put a number to it.
Well, it could be 4 or a lot. It's
It's more than 40.
it's more than 40. Okay,
Yeah.
that's an answer. More than 40.
How's that?
That's cool. All right, very cool.
Probably a lot more than that, actually.
All right, give me another one.
You got it. You got it. Let's see. From Janice in Delaware, is that Robin's real laugh?
Are you serious?
Oh my God! Yeah. Is that crazy?
So yes, if I'm gonna fake a laugh, wouldn't I come with something a little more dainty than that?
Oh,
Yes,
man.
there's nothing dainty or delicate, and yes, that's all me.
Just like Elaine from Seinfeld has that dance, Robin has that laugh.
Oh, I think I can do that dance too, but that's for another episode. Baby steps.
Wow. Dancing with the Stars coming up soon, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. All right.
What else we got? Any more?
Yeah, sure. So Carol in Virginia, she said, if you couldn't be a musician, what would you be? And she sent this to both of us. So I've been kind of chewing on it. I wasn't really able to come up with a big answer because I can't imagine not playing music. But realistically, if we couldn't, I don't know if you guys ask yourselves this, like if I couldn't be doing what I'm doing right now, say there weren't limitations, or if there were limitations, what would you want to do? I don't know.
Wow. Well, definitely public speaking for sure. And I want to dabble eventually into becoming an author.
Oh, what would the topic be?
I don't know. Just I want to write a book about what I'm going through with this disease.
Okay.
And how that, you have to transcend things, and how life is precious, and how you have to go on, and we can beat insurmountable odds, so it would seem. Just like a self-motivation type of thing.
I would read that.
You would?
I would.
Aw, so yeah, I definitely want to work on that. Looking for ghostwriters. Anybody want to help me put that together? And looking to do a documentary. I'm looking to find somebody in the
You
film
just
world.
mentioned that the other day. I think that's a great
I
idea.
really want to do that badly. I think that would be cool. It would be a public
agree.
service type thing. Just not to give up and show what's possible. Who would have thought when they said, you have 3 to 5 years to live, I'd be sitting here on a TV show 6 years later. I mean, that's
wouldn't.
nuts.
I'm all on board, but no, I wouldn't. And that is
Yeah.
nuts.
So I want to write about stuff like that. Yeah,
I love that.
absolutely. What about you?
Well, when I first started out, I always saw myself as working with children. That was just something I liked. I prefer the company generally of old people or young children. They tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. That's
true.
The people in the middle never ask me what my favorite dinosaur is. My nephew Bobby asks me what my favorite dinosaur is. So I always figured that I would work with children, and but I also, selfish and short on patience. So that kind of went by the wayside. I like visiting other people's children.
They also go home, too, which is nice.
Yes,
Once
exactly.
you've had your fill, bye-bye, see you next time.
But I was thinking, I don't know. I think as speaker, if I wasn't so nervous about speaking all the time, but I'm kind of starting to get over that.
She's nervous about speaking.
We all have our thing that we have to overcome, right?
Chew on that for a while. I think
Chew
we
on
have
that.
some, did you know?
I do. You know what? We love that the trivia's been coming in. Let's find out.
Keep
Did you
writing
know?
to us, please. Definitely.
We love it.
Yeah.
We really do. Bobby, can you see if anybody knows the trivia that most of it we didn't?
True. Wow. So wait a second. Al Roker and Lenny Kravitz are related?
Second cousins.
That's
How
crazy.
crazy is that?
That
I
is
had no
crazy.
idea. And the irony of Barry Manilow had me chuckling for quite a while.
I write the songs.
I write all the songs that anybody can name a Barry Manilow song without hesitation. He didn't write I write the songs.
And I like that. I like that you put this together. I'm going to say right off the bat, Robin put these together. And it's better than like the Dixie Cups when you read these things over Snapple facts. It kind of reminds me of the movies. Lately, if you go to the movies, you're sitting there before it starts, they have all these trivia questions. And you like seeing if your popcorn's buttered properly and you're reading the trivia, you feel like $1 million when you know the answer.
How fun is that?
I'm raising my hand. Wow.
I love that you guys have been sending in everything under the sun. We really thought that it was going to be, okay, an email for this segment, an email for that segment. And everybody's been emailing us about everything. So it's really cool.
Love that. Keep them coming in.
Please.
We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate that.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear from some friends. We're going to hear from some sponsors. And
We've got a lot of show for you. This is going to be one heck of a show.
We're going to answer some comments online. Please stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi, we're Moonflower, the spirit of Santana.
We can't wait to have a good talk with Robin Eve and Donnie Bafer.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury lawyer. I've been riding motorcycles my entire adult life. During the course of my 30-year career as a lawyer, I've also represented countless injured motorcyclists. If you're one of them, I can be of assistance to you. Go to my website, please, motorcyclemikeesq.com. I'll always be there for you. I'm on your side when you ride.
Hi, my name is Sharon Gillette, and I'm the owner of One Stitch at a Time. I've been doing this since I'm 9 years old, but it became full-time when my husband was diagnosed with cancer several years ago. And I never went back to work because I wanted to take care of him. I feel what makes me stand out is that I care. I take a personal interest in your project. I take the time to find your correct fit and treat you like a friend, not just a customer. So whether it's embroidery, making patches, printing shirts, doing alterations and repairs, or bringing your ideas to life, you can call me at 631-428-1245 or visit my website at www.onestitchatatime.co.
Ta-da!
Welcome back. Welcome back. Look who's here.
Me,
Princess
little
Geri Cannoli is in the house at Strong Island. It's so unusual.
Yes,
you're-
with my scrubs on. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. We appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
We love having you. So Geri is one of these people that you see on Strong Island television, right? She's part of our family. And we love that she's got so many layers and so much history. And I love that she's part of the reason why we're even sitting here, because
true.
she had posted something on social media about Strong Island looking to expand. And it was from that post that we ended up getting in touch with our man behind the curtain. And then ta-da, now it's 4 weeks later and we're still sitting here. But you you interview people, you have your show, you've
Right.
had this whole backstory, and we
She's
love
like an
it,
onion.
so-
Lots of layers.
Lots of layers, yes.
I've heard you made people cry before. Is that true? Onions make people cry.
No, I've done my share of making people cry.
I'll take happy tears. That works for me.
Well, that works for you, but some people actually deserved what I gave them, and it was the truth.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
and I brought them to their knees, and
It had to come to Geri moment.
Who's happy
No.
that I'm on her good side? You're on her good
I'm
side.
very happy. I'm very happy.
You know what? I'm mellow. I'm very easygoing. I'm pretty laid back. I'm also extremely high strung at the same time.
Wow.
You know,
I
it's,
relate to all of that.
Yeah, because when I'm at home, I'm just like this mellow creature. I'm here. It's 5 minutes before the show. I'm chewing nails. The whole 9 yards.
Sure.
And completely high strung at work. Just.
So what do you do to decompress?
Yeah. Good question.
That was a good
Absolutely.
pause. She's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, what's that? Actually, what is that? I work a second job, and sometimes I write. Writing helps somewhat. I'll dance.
It seems like you have had so many different lives, and your lives
do.
segue through the writing.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Like you started off as writing when you were in high school.
Yeah.
And then you gave that up for a while because you were doing traveling, and that's something
Traveling
Don and I
and
were
mommy
talking
things.
We
about.
were talking about that. You traveled with Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates,
What was
yes.
that like? What did you do with Hall & Oates?
Oh my God. I did England, Ireland, and Scotland with Hall & Oates.
Okay.
I also did House of Pain. That was my first tour with my ex.
Okay.
Wow.
He's the lighting guy, and I assisted the lighting guy, and
You
it was
assist-
totally amazing.
That's
Richie Blackmore I've got
Yes,
on here.
I've been to his house.
That's over near me, not too far from me. I'm out by Port Jeff,
Oh, wow.
so it's not far from Richie Blackmore.
Yeah.
See, when I say travel, I'm like, okay, so I went to Connecticut and I was having coffee with my girlfriend.
Oh, she goes on tour.
No, I did England, Ireland, and Scotland with Hall & Oates, and with the House of Pain. I landed in Amsterdam. It's the first time I'm flying overseas by myself.
What was that like?
Wow.
I don't remember it because I was Xanax. I fly Air Xanax, guys. Okay.
Air Xanax.
Here we go. You want to talk about anxiety beyond? You mentioned airplane, and we're going on it, and I'm like, no.
So you need like a
Wow.
tranquilizer dart and just wake you when you're there?
Gotcha.
Can we swim? Can we take a boat? Can we
anything
transport?
Else. So you know what? I decided to
But you still went, which is
Of
you
course.
faced your fear head on.
hell yeah.
Awesome.
It started
I like
with
that.
I really
what do you
like that
call it? Started with melatonin and NyQuil, and then I upped it.
You graduated to Xanax.
Exactly, fly Air Xanax. You'll
That
never
might be the name
know.
of my
The
book,
plane goes down.
Graduated
Who
to Xanax,
cares?
yes.
You'll never know. You know what? The plane goes down. You'll never know.
You wouldn't know.
Exactly. I'll be out cold. But yeah, I landed in Amsterdam.
Yes.
I got into a cab and I handed this guy a piece of paper with some writing on it, and then I'm at this place and it had a moat and the gate came down
had
and
a
I'm
moat?
like, yes, it
Nice.
was
What a
crazy.
moat.
It was so crazy. And then I walked in and they were trying to communicate with me, and I'm just like, because I'm still Xanaxed out, I'm like.
Well, you were in Amsterdam, so you guys were probably speaking on the
fit
same
in, yeah,
wavelength.
You fit in fine there.
Amsterdam is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then we walked around the red light district later on. That was fun.
That's cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Run into Roxanne.
I got propositioned. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we did some touring, but I love Hall & Oates too. House of Pain, Fear Factory, and Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, he did
yeah.
them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Eddie Money.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you come off of all of this touring and all of this running around and everything, and then you decide.
And then I write more.
And then you write more.
You know what? Like when I go overseas, for some reason, I get the itch. And it just starts coming.
It enriches you, and then you've got to
It's
pour it
something
out.
old buildings. I go into
Okay.
an old building, and all of a sudden, it's like
I love that.
it's just coming to me. And it's
channeling
all
that
of
energy,
it.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. It just comes. It's wild.
The history, the architecture, the everything.
Looking at old buildings, I walk around the
like
city
old
half the
buildings.
times. I'm like this. My girlfriend's like, "You gonna walk into a car?" I'm like, "Yeah, wait a minute. You see that gargoyle up there? You know?"
I want to go to
Honestly,
Dracula's castle.
you're-
That'd be nice. Wouldn't that be
I
cool?
would like to do that.
Yeah, Vlad's
could play a
Castle,
concert
Transylvania.
there.
I like
That would
old
be
buildings
awesome.
too.
Did you see?
They would probably spot
Elvis?
you looking up because everybody's
Elvis?
looking down at their phone, so they wouldn't hit you because you would be unusual. You're actually looking.
I'm
I
always
walk around looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to look up.
Yeah.
So after all those experiences, you wrote your first book, and what did it come out? 2013,
Something
right?
like that.
52 weeks of mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're curious about, what it's like to do all these tours and to travel with all these amazing musicians into all these places, you write a book called 52 Weeks of Mayhem.
Well,
that title. That's
52
great.
Weeks of Mayhem actually is about all of the kooky things that has happened in my life.
Okay.
And it usually ends with, yeah, I'm in the corner again, or yeah, I'll be in my room again. You know, I was very mischievous as a child.
Okay.
You know, my mom and dad had the rule of, as long as you tell us the truth, your punishment won't be as severe.
That's
Wow.
And I
rule
always,
at my house too.
Yeah, and
Just be
I
straight
always
with me, we'll deal with
just-
it.
Exactly, we'll deal with it together, and and mom and mom, I know where I got my right hook from. Yeah.
Nice.
strong women, may we know them, may we raise them, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
she's a riot. She was a total riot
they
growing
both
up, and you just lay it out flat to her, and she's just very cool about it. And you could sit there and talk with her, and if that didn't work, you go next door to your Aunt Esther's house, because the Italians, we live near each other.
Everybody was next door to each
Yeah,
other,
pretty
right?
much. My aunt lived right next door to me, so I had a second mom.
How
I had
great
a
is
second
that?
dad. Yeah,
That's so cool.
I went on a date.
I had
My
Aunt Naomi.
uncle
You have
came
Aunt
over.
Esther. I have Aunt Naomi.
Yeah.
Next door.
I went on a date one time, and my father wasn't home, and my uncle came through the back door like he was just coming
Stepping into the role
Yes.
of who are you and what are you doing
He's
tonight?
like, "Hi, I'm Geri Ann's father," and I'm just
My
like,
niece.
"No," he said father,
he said
and,
father.
I'm like,
Wow.
"Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to go along with this one." And he went outside and took the guy's license plate. The guy pretty much left me at the house.
Family took care of family.
I've
Well,
taken
hey,
license
you know.
plates too.
Well, there was another thing that I used to do. If I wanted to get rid of them, I would bring them to a family function.
Oh.
I'd be like, "Yep, he's
If
gonna
you're
be
tough
gone."
enough to make it
He's
to the
gonna be a
picnic, you're tough
goner.
enough to stay.
I like he's gonna be a goner. This is good. I don't even have to
love
break
that.
up with him.
Well, you know what you're dealing with right from jump, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
And you wrote for Full Throttle magazine.
yes, I wrote. It started out with I did their Babe of the Month in 2004. So here it is in November. I'm
Okay.
outside in scantily clad on a motorcycle taking pictures, freezing cold. And 2004, they started sending me out on some missions.
Very cool.
And I worked from them from 2004 till this year, so that's 16 years that I wrote
Well,
for
tell
them.
everybody about that real quick, that magazine. They could read that. We have viewers around the world. What that is.
It is www.fullthrottlenyne.com, but unfortunately, Lee and Greg have retired.
Okay.
So they retired
Oh.
me too.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was going to, because it's hard to do the show, and I got to write a monthly column, and I have a deadline, and
A lot of pressure.
You lead a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Increase the Xanax. I get it. It's
Yeah.
deadly. Yeah.
So tell us about
Spiral.
your latest book.
Yeah.
My latest book, well, that was a couple of years ago. This one came out. It's called Life in the Pits. I was going to say Pit of Our Souls because they're my sponsors.
That's right.
But it's Life in the Pits. And, of course, my beloved Pitbull was on the I don't have the book with me, so I'm really sorry because I ran out the door without the book, the shirt, the other pair of
She
shoes.
came right from work and she's rocking it. So
Yeah,
She's rocking
I'm
the
rocking
elephants,
the
though.
elephants.
I love the
Yes.
elephants.
My elephants.
That's good luck, by the way. Elephants are good
know.
luck.
But
So.
elephants
I think,
forget.
and they're all, and
No,
look,
no, no,
look,
elephants.
and they're all up. And
See?
they're all
Yes.
up.
That's money, that's fortune, that's all good stuff
Give
coming.
me the money.
So I'm just saying I might borrow your scrub. But tell us about your book.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
the book. I was sitting in a bar. I went to go see one of my friends, and this concept came to me about writing a story about a dog. I said, let me do a one-off story. Maybe I can get it in like Reader's Digest or something like that. And I'm going on, and then I go back to it, and then I start on something else, and then I go back, and I just add in as I go. And then I had to have surgery, so I took off to Florida for like 3 weeks.
Okay.
I was off for 6. So, and I finished up a lot of it down in Florida.
Nice.
Right.
My friend is really into going to these VFW halls and everything and doing all this karaoke stuff. So here I am, and I'm just like, do-do-do-do with my laptop. And I'm like, oh, he sings so great. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And when I got back, it went. I was going, and while I'm typing in, the karaoke bars and VFW halls in Florida, I'm also sending stuff to my editor, and we're going back and forth because that's the crazy part, and that's where it really gets hard, is the editing, because I want my words to come out the way I want them to, and he's adding and taking away, and I'm like, no, put it there right.
Right.
And you meet in the middle.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
that's very cool. You're doing something that you're passionate about. How can our audience take you home with them?
Yeah, how can they order it?
Find your books and order them.
You can find 52 Weeks of Mayhem. You can do Amazon, and you look up the book there, 52 Weeks of Mayhem. You'll see me on the cover.
Amazon.
And then with the book, I have in my room, I would say about 30 books still sitting there that need to go. So I'm getting rid of them for 10 now.
They can PayPal you directly, right?
Yes, they can
What is
PayPal me
that? How
directly.
do they do that?
PayPal.me/Geri Ann Casola. $10, and I will mail it out to you.
Wow, that's cool.
awesome. And you need to make sure that you are tuning in to
just gonna-
Strong Island Television.
Tell
I
them about
felt you.
Chasing Fruit Loops.
I felt you chasing
my
Fruit
Fruity
Loops.
Loops.
We are going to be guests with her on July
Yes.
31st, and we're going to be playing a lot of music as County Line Road.
This
But
is
she has some
Tuesdays, right?
incredible Tuesdays at 7
She has a
p.m.
beautiful show.
Some of the
love
guests
my
that you
show.
have come on,
do
like
too.
I fangirl all the time that we love. You've talked to Tommy Marr and Janine. We love them.
Love
They're
them.
crazy talent. You had Sweet Susie on. You had Annabelle, Blues
she's
Goddess.
coming back on.
I mean, one after the
She's
other.
coming back on.
It's such a great show. You never know what's going to be happening there either. And Strong Island Family. So please check it out Tuesdays at 7 o'clock.
Thank
Geri,
you.
thank you
I
so
Thank
much
you so much for
coming
coming
in.
on. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah,
Great.
we love having you. We'll see you soon.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear from some friends and sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Bye-bye, everybody. Come on, baby.
Hi, this is Frank Walker. Good Talk with Robin Eve and Donnie Vapor, Sunday nights.
Writing a book is the adventure of a lifetime. Red Penguin Books take pride in giving our authors a publishing experience that is stress-free and celebratory all the way. Some of our authors first approach us with no more than an idea for a book that's ready to sprout. Others submit completed manuscripts. Whether you're at either end or anywhere in between, our goal is to get you published. At Red Penguin Books, we offer options and opportunities that are unique in the world of publishing, and all of them are designed to keep you, the author we so deeply respect, in the driver's seat, unlike other publishing houses. So, if you want to write a book and are looking for a publisher, we've got you covered. Red Penguin Books deal in publishing services, book development, and ghostwriting for digital, print, and audiobook. Call us at 516-448-4993 or visit our website, www.redpenguinbooks.com.
Barcaster. I am so excited. Our next guest you're about to watch is Tony Barker, our musical guest. He's very interesting, very amazing, and I'm not even going to say anymore. Just going to send you right to what we did. Roll it.
Alrighty, everybody, you're in for such a treat because I'm sitting here with a good friend, Mr. Tony Barker. How are you today, buddy?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm so happy that you came on our show, and my goodness, we have so much to talk about. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the music scene for couple of years, was that fair
A
to say?
couple of years. I think I started when I was 9 years old.
So like 12 years?
Do the math.
About 12 years or so, the Long Island scene. We're talking the Cyclone Rangers. We're talking the Bucket List. Now we're talking the Unusual Suspects. And not only that, he builds guitars. Tell me about what got you into playing music. Tell everybody about that. How did it start for you?
Well, it was my father initially.
Yeah.
When I was 9 years old.
Okay.
Wanted me, they had a music program in school, and I was in like 6th grade, and got started playing trumpet. And I played trumpet all the way through high school. But in junior year in high school, it was 1964. And that's when the Beatles showed up on the scene.
Wow. Ed Sullivan.
And my father bought a guitar, which I still have. He gave it to me. It was my first guitar.
Wow.
And he used to sit in the living room and play Michelle on guitar. And I got started there in rock and roll. At that point in time, I was in high school. I was singing a cappella stuff in laundromats on street corners and
anywhere you could sing,
yeah,
you were singing.
Doing doo-wops and playing in a band. I played trumpet and baritone horn in the band at school.
Wow.
But my first band started in 1964, and that was a band called the Crescents. And by the time I graduated high school, I had a record deal with Rust Records. Now, Rust Records had Randy and the Rainbows, Denny, Scooby-Doo.
Sure.
All those people, Geri and the Pacemakers.
I remember Geri and the Pacemakers. I have an old album laying around
Laurie
somewhere.
Records was the main company. Rust was a subsidiary, so there was the Chiffons. All those people, those groups of the late 60s.
Right.
Mid and late 60s. Plus then the influx of people from England, the English invasion.
Sure.
And that pretty much kicked it off for me.
Right.
I had a record deal, toured the East Coast with the record company, not the East Coast, but like a New England bus tour thing with the...
Like a tri-state kind of thing.
Yeah, with the band.
Sure.
And later on, jump ahead a few decades, after I got out of the service, I started a band called Earthwood,
Earthwood.
We played at a place called Arthur's in Massapequa. I don't know if you remember Arthur.
I grew up in Massapequa.
Biltmore Shores.
Yes.
Where we first played together was in Biltmore Shores at
Yeah.
the Rosalima Church.
Yes.
That was my garbage truck. That's
Oh my
why
God, this is crazy. I've known him a long time, and he's making me remember stuff that I forgot about. I love that.
So I got started with that, and then next band was a band called Cimarron, which was based out of Manhattan.
Okay.
From a good dear friend of mine. We've been friends for almost 50 years. Pedal steel and guitar player Skip Crevins. I don't know if you know Skip.
I don't.
It's a rockabilly country.
I love Pedal
monster.
Steel. That's great.
Monster player and a really good friend. He says we got to go to the city, so we went to the city.
Right.
And shortly thereafter, probably a year in, around 1980, 79 or 80, Earthwood and Cimarron kind of dissipated.
Right.
And I joined a band called the Cyclone Rangers. And I was fortunate enough to be put in a position to play with and associate myself with some of the finest musicians New York City has to offer.
So you had a strong, cohesive unit of players.
Yeah.
City players, right? It was a big deal. You grew up on Long Island, right? So
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It was a big deal to go to the city. Huge.
When it came time for me to retire, I had to kind of establish myself on Long Island because only my friends knew who I was.
Right.
My band played on Long Island. We played at Chelsea's and we played at the top of the town and Chesterfields and all those
I have
places.
stories about those places.
Sundance and Bayshore,
Yeah.
all these clubs that we played, but we were based out of Manhattan.
I love that. I really do.
And we worked at the Lone Star Cafe for many years before it closed on 5th Avenue, 13th Street. We were one of the house bands. And we opened for people like Wilson Pickett, Sleep at the Wheel, Room Full of Blues. I have stories. I don't think you even have time for all the stories I have about, geez.
Is somebody calling in? He even has his own satellite phone system.
I have to do away with it.
That's okay. Now, I've got a chance, because I've known you a long time, to listen to your music, and it's fantastic. But maybe if you would, share with the audience how they could take you home with them and find your music. If you tell them, how can they get a hold of some of your tunes?
You can get my stuff on iTunes. Just type in Tony Barca, B-A-R-C-A. There's 3 CDs out there.
Okay.
First one called Makana, which I recorded with my big band, which was like a 13-piece band with the Uptown Horns, and it was just a phenomenal show. The second CD is called The Breakfast Club. My friend Mike Nugent and I, Breakfast Club Volume 2 is still waiting to get to mix and master.
Yes.
But that's also available on iTunes, CD Baby, Spotify, or every place you can possibly go. Or you can contact me on Facebook. And the latest one is called Ain't Nothing But ...
Ain't nothing but ...
So you need to figure out what the but is. But that's also available. There's 3 CDs out there, all of which I'm very proud of. There's a lot of really great music, and again, I'm humbled and always will be by the caliber of musicianship that I've worked with in my career.
That's awesome. That's
really cool. I can look back and say, no matter what, it wasn't about the money or the fame.
Right.
It was about really making music.
Making a statement, making music.
Making music.
Getting that music out there.
Yeah.
I got a final question, if I could. What effect would you like your original music to have on the world? Say long after you're gone, in the future, and they look back at your body of work. What effect would you have liked to have had on people? Talk about your music.
That I've touched their hearts as a writer.
Oh, man. All right.
That my music has reached beyond the listening and gone to the heart. That's why I write. That I believe is why almost 100% of the people who write songs write, because they want to not just attract an audience, but get through to an audience on so many different levels. There are things you don't know about my life,
right?
But you find out from my music. You found out before.
Yes, I did. You give me a taste. Give people a taste.
And it's like, that's the reach. That if I have a legacy musically,
that's what I'm asking, yes.
If I have a legacy musically, that's what I want. That my songs actually reach beyond the ears to the heart.
What a great answer. That is really awesome. So, if I could, can I get you to play a tune for us?
Sure. Lover of the highway, the white line slipping by you, never stops you home, except the ones you say goodbye to. You never stay around long enough to lay down roots and grow. Spend the night and eat some rice, down the road you go. Highway rider, the white line slipping by you. Suicider, speed's gonna pull you through. Highway rider, the white lines blowing by. Suicider, speed's gonna pull you through. The raindrops on the windshield, the wipers keeping time. The radio is blasting, you got a woman on your mind. You're headed for the sunset where the clouds are lined with gold. You know the road's your best bet, you gotta make those big wheels roll. Highway rider, the white line slipping by. Suicider, speed's gonna pull you through. Yeah, highway rider, the white lines blowing by. Suicider, speed's gonna pull you through.
highway rider, while I'm slipping by you. Suicide, speed's gonna pull you through. Yeah, highway rider, white lines going by you. Suicide, speed's gonna pull you through. Speed's gonna pull you through. Yeah, speed's gonna pull you through.
Wow. Was that not amazing? Our friend Tony Barca.
We love Tony Barca.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much,
Check
Tony.
him out online. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yes.
Thank you, Pulmonary Wellness Foundation, Good Talk TV sponsor. Please visit pulmonarywellness.com to learn more about this incredible organization.
Hi, my name is Sharon Gillette, and I'm the owner of One Stitch at a Time. I've been doing this since I'm 9 years old, but it became full-time when my husband was diagnosed with cancer several years ago. And I never went back to work because I wanted to take care of him. I feel what makes me stand out is that I care. I take a personal interest in your project. I take the time to find your correct fit and treat you like a friend, not just a customer. So whether it's embroidery, making patches, printing shirts, doing alterations and repairs, or bringing your ideas to life, you can call me at 631-428-1245 or visit my website at www.onestitchatatime.co.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury lawyer. In addition to representing injured motorcyclists for over 30 years now, during that same time, I've represented countless car crash victims and construction workers injured on construction sites. If you need my assistance, go to my website, motorcyclemikeesq.com. I will always be there for you.
So we recently had a party for your birthday.
Yes, yes. Not every day it's your birthday.
And yeah, you need to check out this place. So we're just going to go right to the tape.
It'll explain itself to you.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome again to Lunch with Lenny. I am Lenny Spitali for the Good Talk TV show, and tonight's edition is at a place I love dearly. I will confess, it's not my first time here. We are at Thai Chow in Massapequa on Merritt Road, well known for their sushi for many years, as well as other kinds of food, and I just love this place, and you're going to see why very shortly. I didn't want this to happen. Once again, he's here, and it's a surprise. What do you think, Donnie?
My ship has come in.
I'll let Mr. Show do his first demo of it.
All right, sure.
And then I'll go.
All right, so we have two kinds of soy sauce. With the red cap, it's regular sodium soy sauce, and with the green cap, it's the low sodium soy sauce, which I recommend.
Yeah, green like stop.
What I like to do, this is the wasabi right here. This stuff is like napalm. It opens everything up. So I put it into the bowl. And I like it spicy. And then I like to take
Leave some for me, would you?
I got a whole bunch right. Then we take the ginger. A couple little pieces of ginger. And I like to press it. Because I'm weird like that. I squeeze the juice out of the ginger. And then I introduce the soy sauce. Hello, soy sauce. I introduce the soy sauce. Oh, chef of the future.
How they talk me into having him on my segment.
Now this is what I do. I taste it. That's spicy. Oh my God, that's good.
All right. Listen. You good? Taste good?
Oh yeah.
Let's go to the proper way of doing this now. So I will take the regular soy sauce, which I don't recommend, but I will show you anyway. And I kind of do things a little differently, okay? And I'm going to explain why. I put the soy sauce in first. Why? Because it's a liquid. And what happens when you put things into liquid? So I'll go for whatever wasabi Donnie left me. I do like it spicy.
You got extra.
Look at this guy. And my own amount of ginger. And as you can see, the liquid in there will help dissolve the wasabi and the ginger. I don't need to pour it on top and hope for the best. Okay, which version is better? I don't know. And there you have it. So one of the reasons why I like this place so much, it's a lot of fun. And it's fun between the staff, the patrons, everybody. And one of the things we like to do here, not advocating drinking, but sake bomb.
Sake bomb. Cheers.
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 Bomb it in there.
Whoa.
Down the hatch. Drink. Thank you, Angie. So we're back, and what I'd like to say about this restaurant, why it is so much fun. You don't have to like sushi. Here's the setup. 2 buildings. I'm now, of course, on the sushi side because that's my favorite. You can order sushi to your heart's content. Here's a little secret. Next door is another building. It's Tai Shao Hibachi. So, not only can you sit there, have hibachi, bring your friends, they love the show, it's great, they serve it to you. You got one stickler in the party, he don't eat hibachi, he's got to have sushi. You just tell the waitress, comes over to this building, boom, 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 puts a little sushi together, brings it back to the hibachi room. All the bases are covered, vice versa. You come here with someone who is like, ooh, sushi. Whisper in the waitress ear, next thing you know, he's got some udon noodles or some hibachi coming from the other building. Tai Shao, folks, Merrick Road, Massapequa. So this is our special spot here for me. There are novices, there are medium range, and then there are hardcore sushi lovers. So we're just going to take this little spot to entertain and acknowledge the hardcore. And so this is what I have in front of me. And to help the hardest of hardcore, I want to bring back in, look at that. I bet you almost don't want to know what that is, but I want to bring back in the co-host of the show.
Hey guys,
Donnie Vapor.
Listen, it is so much fun. This is the portion where if any small children are watching, anybody squeamish, hide the children. This is where they leave the room, and we have shrimp eggs.
So explain a little bit about this.
Sure. Well, this right here is...
And I will too.
Sure. Right now, this is a quail egg that's sitting on top of Tabiko.
Now don't get grossed out. Quail eggs are a little different. They're smaller. You would eat it in one shot, and they're a lot sweeter than chicken eggs.
This right here is which is a conch shell. Uni is a delicacy. This is a shrimp head that is so delicious. Oh my God.
So the thing about the shrimps, you get these shrimps in a store and you see them and they're white and they're ready to eat and you think they're raw. They are not raw, okay? This is a sweet shrimp. This is pure raw heaven, okay? And what are they attached to? There's nothing attached to it. So, the head. Now,
Lenny, stop playing with your food.
Before you're totally grossed out, let me tell you why I love the shrimp heads. You ever go to the store now and you can get potato chips in any flavor, ketchup flavored,
shrimp head flavored.
Exactly. When you eat these guys, it's a quick crunch and you taste shrimp like nobody's business, but the texture of a potato chip, and down it goes. So, I'm going to even be annoying and take a little Donnie's mixture and the antenna is the potato chip one. They are so crispy, you gotta love it. And then you're free to eat the rest of it if you dare. So the interesting other thing about the Ikora, actually the Tabiko, which are the small fish eggs with the quail egg, is that a lot of sushi is presentation. It's one of the few where I really want it to look good, and that's the first thing. You can see Donnie has the black Tabiko. I have the orange one. That's one point of it. The really cool part of it is the texture. So, and the quail egg. So when you eat this guy, what happens? The egg explodes, and the little Tabiko parts kind of zing and zang inside your mouth. So it's a whole 4th of July parade in there.
In your mouth with quail egg. Oh my goodness, here we go.
Thanks, folks. Tai Shao, Massapequa, New York, one of our favorite sushi spots. Here with my friend Frankie, one of the best chefs around. Thanks for stopping in with us. This is Lunch with Lenny, the Good Talk TV show, and you can reach me because I would love to have lunch with you. lunchwithlenny@gmail.com. Thank you.
That was such a great birthday.
We had so much fun.
What
the
a
food was
celebration.
absolutely incredible. Incredible.
Yeah. I learned that Lenny's part seal.
Tai Shao in Massapequa, New York. Check them out if you can.
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in to our show, and let's tell everybody about some of our pages that we have ourselves.
Yes, so we really appreciate everybody who has followed Good Talk TV show on Facebook and Strong Island Television on Facebook. We also have our own individual pages as well, and we have a lot of gigs that are coming up that we'd love for you to look into and maybe come down and hang out with us. So Donnie Vapor Music.
That's me.
Robin Eve Music. Me.
There's a Facebook. You can find us on Facebook.
County Line Road Music. Us.
That's us. Yeah, County Line Road. We do our duo with the Donnie Vapor Music. It's shows during the week all over, and guests and fun. And you have the Robin Eve Music.
Yes, yeah, we got a lot of exciting stuff that's coming up, and we're already starting to book shows for the summer.
Yes.
So
Yes,
please
we are.
check them out, and so this way you're in the loop with everything. And make sure that you are emailing us, please. We are at goodtalktvshow@gmail.com, and as we proved this show, email us about anything.
Email us
if
for
you have
sure.
segment suggestions, if you have places that you think Lenny should have lunch at, if you have an artist that you love that you would love to give us the heads up about, if you would like to make a 10-second or less video and you can appear on our show as part of Look Who's Talking, any and all of the above, goodtalktvshow@gmail.com.
We welcome it, and we've got a great show next week already, almost done.
We do.
Great guests.
So 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday night, Strong Island Television. I'm Robin Eve. This is Donnie Vapor.
Thanks for having a good talk with us.
Thank you.
Good talk, partner.
Good talk.
See ya.
What's up, guys? I'm Lexi Peters, the creative director of Token Nation, and we love having a good talk with Robin Eve and Donnie Vapor. Check us out.